What's up guys, it's Alicia here, and I'm back again with another video on my channel. This is part 2 of this series, so if you haven't watched part 1, link to it is in the description below. Also, as normal, before we begin, I would like to say this video is for all entertainment, so if I get anything wrong, please leave a to-the-point comment below. Otherwise, let's get started! So we ended Dragon Ball in part 1, with Goku easily sealing his victory against Piccolo, but like the original, he lets Piccolo go. Now, before we get into the story, I'd like to classify on where everyone's power levels are at. First, we will do Goku, who, over the 5 years, has had a minor increase of 1,500 to 1,700. Piccolo has had a lot more motivation to catch up to Goku, so unlike the original timeline, he has a power level of 700. Everyone else is pretty much the same, though. Now, it starts off as normal with Goku and Gohan going to see Master Roshi, Krillin, and Bulma. Raditz then shows up, having already met Piccolo on his way there. This time, however, Raditz is shocked when he sees Goku's power level of 1,400. It is 1,400 though, because he still has his weighted clothing on. Now, when Goku resists Raditz, when Raditz offers for Goku to go with him and destroy Earth, Raditz tries to beat up his younger brother into submission. At first, Raditz has the upper hand, although Goku is holding his own. Goku then realizes he'll need his full power, so he jumps back quite far and takes off his weighted clothing. Raditz first thinks nothing of this, but then hears the beeping of his scouter recalculating. He stops dead in his tracks as he realizes Goku has a power level of 1,700. It is Goku now who goes on the offensive. He has the upper hand. Raditz is soon overwhelmed by the fact that Goku is more powerful and more skilled fighter than him, as he did martial arts, compared to just Raditz's street fighting. Soon, Goku sees an opening in Raditz's defenses, and delivers a powerful punch to the stomach, followed up with Goku clubbing Raditz on the head with both fists, sending Raditz flying into Kame House. Poor Kame House. Raditz emerges from the rubble, wincing as he gets to his feet. Now Raditz here realizes he cannot win, so Goku then gives him an ultimatum. Stop being evil and befriend the Earthlings, leave, or be defeated, which might lead to Raditz's death. Goku wants Raditz to stay with them, mostly because Raditz is his brother and could tell him who he is, and is also pretty strong, and that excites Goku. But Raditz then takes off his scouter, turning it off, and tells Goku that he can't because Vegeta and Nappa would kill both of them. Goku then asks who Vegeta and Nappa is, and Raditz says they're Saiyans who are way stronger than himself. So Goku asks Raditz if they can defeat Goku in this form. As Goku finishes talking, he turns into a Super Saiyan, shaking the entire area. Goku then tells Raditz that this form is now known as Superhuman, but then he corrects himself to calling it Super Saiyan, now knowing his real race. Raditz hears the name Super Saiyan and stumbles back in shock. He then turns on his scouter to see Goku's power level. He mutters under his breath as the numbers rise. 10,000, 14,000, 19,000, 23,000. Raditz is shocked as the scouter blows up in his face. Raditz is amazed and realizes that Goku is the supposedly unbeatable Super Saiyan. So after Goku shows Raditz Super Saiyan, Raditz gives up and decides that it's safe to stay with the strongest warrior in the universe, which we all know isn't true right now, but that's what Super Saiyan was supposed to be originally. Although Raditz warns them of Vegeta and Nappa's power level, so Goku and Raditz start to train so that Raditz will be at least able to fight Nappa. A couple of days after they start training, Raditz makes an offhand comment about the gravity of Earth. Goku picks up with this as he's quite smart when it comes to actually fighting, unlike other stuff. He goes off to Bulma to see if she could make something that could increase the gravity in a training area. With the genius at Bulma, she steps up to the challenge and starts making the gravity chamber. Now Raditz steps into the gravity chamber a couple of days later after it's finished to start training. And they start working their way towards the 100 times Earth gravity mark. Now, some changes I want to point out is that Gohan never starts training. Because Goku was able to beat Raditz quite easily, Gohan never gets angry trying to defend his father and never really gets to show off his incredible potential. Piccolo at first concentrates on trying to reach Goku and take over the Earth still, but during his training he feels the two enormous powers of Goku and Raditz training, and he kind of gives up on his plan of the world domination, becomes less of a demon. Although he isn't really having the character arc with Gohan, so he isn't really a good guy yet. Now, the other Z fighters go to Kami's lookout to train there like the original, and try to increase their power. However, when they finish, there, they ask Bulma for a gravity chamber of their own, and start to train there for the last few months. Now, for some good old mathematical calculations of power levels. So first for Goku and Raditz, I want to show how much Goku and Raditz would have improved by calculating how much Goku improved in his 5 days to Namek in the original timeline. So for the original timeline, we need to calculate first the Zenkai that Goku received after fighting Vegeta. Now we can assume it was around the same as Vegeta's, as Goku was just as beaten up as Vegeta, probably even more so. Now Vegeta's power level went from 18,000 to 24,000, which is an increase of 33.3%. Now apply that to Goku's power level of around 8,000, and that goes to roughly 10,665. Now 5 days after, 5 days from 10,665 to 90,000 is obviously a massive increase. So when the Saiyans, Vegeta and Nappa arrive, I would say that Goku has a power level of 1 million, and Raditz has a power level of about 950,000. Now you might be like, Alicia, that's insane, but I'm pretty sure I'm kind of lowballing. Now, although Raditz and Goku might not have senzus to make their training more efficient, unlike the original Goku, but the original Goku didn't have a training partner for those 5 days, which might make up for the lack of senzus. And instead of 5 days, he and Raditz have 365 days. Now Goku has also been trying to teach Raditz Super Saiyan. Since Raditz has started to become a little trustworthy, he trusts him to teach him Super Saiyan. And over his whole year on Earth has become a little friendly with everyone. Although by the time Vegeta and Nappa arrive, he isn't able to learn Super Saiyan. Now the humans. They've had some gravity training, which we know is very efficient for humans as well as Saiyans. So the power levels I'll just list below. I'd say Chaozu is 8,000, Yamcha 11,000, Krillin 13,000, Tien Shin Han 13,500. Now Piccolo will have a higher power level than the original, but lower than the humans because he hasn't reaped the benefits of gravity chaining, so he'll have a power level of 6,000. Now to the battle. Vegeta and Nappa arrive to see each of the Earth's defenders have a base power level of 1,000. Vegeta and Nappa laugh, and Nappa asks Raditz if this weak planet has made him even softer. Raditz just smirks. Raditz chuckles to himself and tells them to watch their scouters closely. He then yells at them all to power up. All in unison, the Earth's defenders let their ki loose. Both Nappa and Vegeta step back in surprise as their scouters blow up. Nappa is instantly killed by Chaozu. Yes, I'm not kidding, Chaozu. But as we all know, Vegeta is arrogant and thinks he's the strongest by default. He rushes at Raditz first, angered by his betrayal. Vegeta throws a punch with all his strength at Raditz. Raditz frowns and blocks it with a single finger, and then he flicks Vegeta on the forehead, sending him flying into a nearby plateau. Now, we kind of get the idea that Raditz hates Vegeta for how much he had been mocked by him and wanted to return the favor. As we know, Raditz was a bit of a weakling amongst them. He starts beating Vegeta up, but before he can basically continue his torture on Vegeta, Goku stops him, thinking it is pointless to continue any longer. Vegeta gets to his feet, his pride and body shattered, but then he instantly faints. Raditz prepares to kill Vegeta, but Goku stops him and tells him there is no point in killing him when he's defenseless. So Vegeta is sent to heal in a hospital, although under the watchful eyes of Goku and Raditz for now. Okay, so that's where we'll end it for today. If you like this, please like and subscribe and check out my other videos. If you didn't, please comment down below why, and I'll try to improve since I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. So just before I end this, I want to say something. Did you notice anything different about my voice? Well, if you did, it's because I have an actual microphone instead of a gaming headset now. I thought I'd just say that so I'm so ecstatic about it, and that's where we'll end it. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys!